Yes.
I've been watching it. I've been checking out their preseason games right there. I seen the Panthers game and I seen the who the first game they played against? Oh shit.
The
Lions.
Lions. Yeah, I watched the Lions game. I've seen the joint practices and all that. I know it's preseason. I'm not gonna jump out the window, but that fucking window's open right now. I'm getting ready to jump out that motherfucking like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm jumping into that
nice crisp fucking air. I'm liking what the fuck I see, my dude. You know what I'm saying? And all I do is turn on the fucking TV and I see goofy ass niggas like Kone Smith and all these dudes shitting on the fucking Giants. Now, shout out to there's a couple of dudes out there that are bigging up the Giants, right? But everyone's riding the Phillies meat. Everyone's riding the Cowboys meat. Niggas used to be shitting on Daniel Jones. Crazy. I've been on record saying Daniel Jones is top 5 QB in the NFC. Dan Orlovsky shows Daniel Jones a lot of love, and Daniel Orlovsky's a very smart dude. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, I respect that. But all these other dudes, man, they just meat riding, man. Listen,
word up.
Let me break down so far what I've seen, man. Let's start with the Panthers game last week, right? I'm watching the Panthers game, and I'm saying, okay, so Daniel Jones is going to get the first series. He's going to get some.
That was his debut too. His preseason debut.
So I'm watching real close. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what he does. What I liked about it, they ran like a 2 tight end set, right? Kind of remind me a little bit of what Belichick used to do with Hernandez and Gronk, right? With Waller and Bellinger. But yo, the first 4 plays of the game, who was he passed to? Darren Baller, right? Baller missed one and hit off his hands. But I'm like, oh shit, like, okay, this is what's gonna happen this year. You know what I'm saying? This is his guy. This is a safety blanket.
Yes.
And they had that. It seemed like they were in sync. You know what I'm saying? Baller is like a fucking receiver to me, bro. Like I don't. This shit is
unguardable. He's been unguardable.
That's when they say he's been. I've seen him play out there, but he looks healthy now, and I see that spry in his step, and he's vibrant. He's a big dude. If you get some small, if he matches up with some small corners, he's gonna terrorize the fucking NFC East, man. Better put some big dogs on him. Kafka, I noticed in this game that Kafka and Dable kind of took the cuffs off Jones a little bit. He's spreading the ball all around. Paris Campbell was getting some receptions.
Yes, he's the number 1 receiver too. Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. They ran his weird play with Jalen Hyde. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was almost like a running back sweep. Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting, man. So they're mixing it up. They're getting creative. It didn't work. I think there was a penalty on the play or some shit. But I just said, wow, that's interesting, man.
But Hyatt showed that he a burner too, because when they took out Danny Dimes and Tyrod Taylor came in, he caught that 33-yard bomb.
He caught that post corner route. I saw it. Yeah, but he had missed the play before.
Yeah.
But then he ran that post corner, and he showed. What I liked about that, I was waiting to see that separation everyone talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the actual game with pads on and shit. So when he did that, he showed I was pumped, man. But like I said, Jones looked good. He showed that elusiveness when the plays broke down. I think he only missed 1 pass in that series. He went to Waller a ton. Waller was running underneath a lot. What I noticed about that is, man, when Waller runs underneath, they got these speed receivers going vertical. So the linebackers, like I was talking about a couple weeks ago with the Jets tight ends and shit, the linebackers and the safeties have to cheat. That vertical game is easy to get open at that point. So I think that's going to be a big problem for these guys down the field. I wrote a couple of notes down. They had a nice bootleg pass to Hodgins for a gain of 20. Then a couple of passes to Bellinger for short yardage. Like I said, the offense looked creative. I think at the end of that quarter, there was a play where Bellinger and Waller both lined up. Bellinger blocked, then released. Danny Jones hit him for the short pass in the end zone. So I'm like, yo, they really getting creative out here, man. Jones, I think, went 8 of 9 for 69 yards. Looked sensational. I'm like, this is Vanilla Vic, dog. Like, stop playing, man. Second best quarterback. Yo, I'm jumping out the window, man. Yo, second best quarterback in the NFC East, man. 100%. Fuck Dak Prescott. I'm not gonna jump out the window and say better than Hurts yet, but second best quarterback in the NFC East, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
I concur.
Real quick on the defensive end, Dexter Lawrence, Thibodeau, Ojolari, them niggas look good too.
Yeah,
putting
man.
pressure on the Panthers offense.
Yes,
they
sir.
was pressing what's the name? That rookie Bryce Young, man.
Bryce Young, yep.
They made him look like a fucking. They made him really look like a rookie, man.
That one play Dexter got there so fucking fast. And he hit him by mistake in the helmet. He got there.
He got
the ball was. It's okay. He was thinking so ahead of the game. He's so quick. And he was trying to get the ball, but the ball wasn't even ready to release yet.
They were rusty in terms of they had a couple of offsides and a couple of small penalties, but that'll straighten out, because Dable will have them and Wink Martindale will have them disciplined. And real quick before I hand it off to Q, right? I just want to say this: everybody's sucking off the Cowboys defense, and I'm not even going front. Now the Cowboys defense is crazy, but what about our defense, niggas? We get busy too. Stop playing. Wink Martindale for president, nigga. I'm jumping out the fucking window, nigga. Wink Martindale. Listen, Dan Quinn is a beast, but Wink Martindale is that nigga. Go ahead, Q.
Salute.
Yo, listen.
Turned up.
What we have in Darren Waller is what all of us Giants fans wish we would have had with freaking Evans.
Word.
You know what I mean? We were so hoping he was going to turn into this because we would have been such a more contended team if Evans would have turned out to be what Darren Waller is now. It always was from the beginning. Darren Waller is going to be a super change because when you have a tight end that could do everything like that, run high, run low, man, it's going to change the whole. And that's what we said. There's going to be such a difference when he's going to be low and you have to push the safeties and the linebackers to stay. And somebody's going to also, people forgetting, they're also going to have to do quarterback contain. And he's going to dip it out. He's going to have so many different things to do, so many people to be open to do it. If Paris Campbell can get open too. He knows how to catch that ball. And he ain't going to drop it. I don't care if it's 5 yards, but
a lot of yards they have to catch with Paris Campbell too.
I love it, Q. I love it, yo.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be such a nightmare to because it's gonna be night and day. Like I said, people are gonna have to watch the Giants play for at least the first 6-7 games before they figure out, okay, this is what they're going to be doing, but we're still going to be changing it up every time. You ain't going to be able to figure us out every time, like, oh, they're going to run now, they're going to pass now, or they're going to run now.
Well, we didn't even mention Saquon Barkley. Player in the league. Eric Gray on special team. Shout out to him. He's looking high too.
Yeah, Eric Gray.
Saquon Barkley didn't mention. There's so many different ways we can do it. Now, granted, them dudes over there in Philly got some ballers too. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they do. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, I don't think the gap is as wide as people think it is. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Banks and what's the other kid? My fault, not to cut you off.
Trey Hawkins.
Trey Hawkins.
That's gonna be a three-headed. It's going to be Jackson. It's going to be Jackson, Banks, and Hawkins as the three-headed monster.
You're talking about the no, but I'm talking about the safety, Xavier McKinney, and what's the Jason Pinnock. Jason Pinnock is nice too.
Yo, he's doing himself. Yeah, he might take.
I like Jason Pinnock, man.
He might take Logan Ryan's place.
You saw that first. Nah, he's gonna. I think Jason Pinnock gonna have. They said he was killing practice. I think he's gonna have that starting shit on lock, him and McKinney. So that secondary is tight. That front four is fucking tight. The linebacker, we didn't even talk about the fucking line. Well, in previous shows we talked about the linebackers, man. But we mentioned Thibodeau a little bit. O'Keefe, yo, come on, man, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. Cute. Talk to these
what I like about Waller in this offense, he's gonna look like, of course, like Kelsey, because Kafka and shit like that. He's gonna look like, remember when Jimmy Graham was with Drew Brees? He gonna have like that, like you said, Cash, like a couple of minutes ago, like Gronk and Hernandez.
Yeah, that's too tight.
Fucking go back to Tony G, like how Tony G used to just run wild in the field on motherfuckers. He's gonna be that tight end for us. And fucking even mention Jeremy Shockey when Jeremy Shockey was with us. Kevin Boss, those dudes, like he's gonna ball out for us. He's literally been unguardable this summer. And you mentioned the defense. I know our secondary, they're gonna have a field day because we got some hard hitters coming. We got to play against Philly, we got to play against Seattle, Miami, Las Vegas,
I'm
Dallas.
Ready for all the smoke, nigga.
Me too. I'm ready for all the smoke. But also, we gotta make sure we hold it down because the first couple of weeks of our season too, we got some heavy hitters coming.
Daniel Jones looking good. Listen, Q. Can you testify for your brother, man? Did I not cop the Danny Jones shirt? 3 fucking years ago, nigga, and niggas is killing me, yo. That nigga, and I was worried too. I'm like, damn, I spent $150 on this bitch, and they're probably gonna get rid of him. But I'm like, yo, man, I always believed in him, man. I knew if he had some consistency and the right dudes, and when they got. I wanted them to get Brian Flores at first, but when they hired Dable, it was a little. Remember that conspiracy a little bit, like with the Bill Belichick text and all that shit.
Thought it was the wrong Brian.
Exactly. When they got, so I was a little bit mad at that point, but when I thought about it, I was like, wow, man. Brian Dable, man, he definitely helped develop Josh fucking Allen. And I said, yo, he's gonna do that for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, niggas acting like Daniel Jones got, and I'm meat riding a little bit pause, but Daniel Jones got them tools. So I love about him is that when the play breaks down, he can fucking use his legs to get to gain yardage, man. That's invaluable. Yeah, he's becoming more accurate. He's not turning the ball over. I think they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna open up the playbook a little. They had a little bit of kid gloves on them last year, right? Because they were trying to see what they had with him, and they didn't want to put too much responsibility on him. They kind of wanted to rebuild his confidence and get him acclimated to their system and everything. But I think this year you're gonna see a different kind of Danny Jones. The nigga got his bag. Let's go, man.
It's over, man. It's over.
And I'm gonna look like a fucking genius next year or idiot, but hopefully it's a fucking genius.
Shit. Remember he went to Peyton Manning's quarterback school too. So he coming from something too. You know what I mean? He learning from the best.
Vic.
Yeah.